Everybody says that hosting is easier than ever, but providers take very different approaches to modern website management. And I've been experimenting with two of the biggest names in the industry, Hostinger versus Bluehost, for a few years now, and I got things to say. With this video, I want to help you pick the best hosting provider for 2026. So look, if you're launching a WordPress site right now, you're not just choosing hosting anymore, you're choosing automation and AI tools. And most importantly, for this Hostinger versus Bluehost 2026 comparison, both come with a free AI website builder. In other words, you get a complete web management and development platform with a single subscription. Oh, and if you're here for those huge discounts, you know I always got you covered. You can find my special links in the description or by scanning the QR code on the screen. And that is how I segue nicely into pricing and value. Since I've picked Hostinger versus Bluehost for a reason, they are amongst the most affordable shared AI website hosting providers on the market. Both Hostinger and Bluehost start cheap and offer a nice selection of plans from single website focused to e-commerce optimized. And to be fair, they both provide similar deals. For example, Hostinger WordPress has a better starting offer, more sites, free email marketing, and 20 gigabytes of solid state drive storage space. But Bluehost renews at a better price, offers a professional email trial, and comes with faster NVMe storage. Also, they have a slightly different approach to investments. Hostinger rewards long-term commitments with huge discounts, while Bluehost keeps pricing more balanced over time, giving better deals for short-term projects. However, keep in mind that many Bluehost features are free only for the first year, which can increase long-term costs. Hostinger includes more tools up front, especially AI WordPress ones, and those stay active even after the renewal. For example, Hostinger recently introduced a free 24-hour resource boost for your hosting plan. Like if you're going to have a sale or something and you need extra support, that's a free boost you can activate once a month. I honestly don't know of a lot of hosts that even offer that option, let alone give it out for free. Honestly, looking at plans, resources, extras you get, and long-term commitment, these two are very similar. You're not going to make a mistake choosing one over the other. But for my 2 cents, Hostinger has a bit more freebies and just costs slightly more. So if you need help making your mind up and a stern direction, use my Hostinger coupon code and go grab that hosting. All right, I've touched a bit on features, so let's go into ease of use. So these might be my favorite management dashboards in the shared hosting market, but as with pricing, they take slightly different approaches. Although after the recent update, Bluehost is looking more and more like Hostinger. I see what you're doing over there, Bluehost. I see you. All right, but coming back to it, Hostinger's H-panel is built around simplicity. Everything from your site builder to email marketing lives in one dashboard. You can customize your view with widgets or run troubleshooting that actually fixes things. And if this is your first time managing a website, H-panel will be the most comfortable way to learn or even master it. Bluehost's updated dashboard blends modern UI with traditional cPanel access. That makes it unique and appealing if you want flexibility or a place to grow. Hey, I'm not dissing H-panel in any way, but cPanel is still a thing for a reason. It's best for advanced tasks. But don't get me wrong, apart from a few extra features that Hostinger offers, Bluehost is great for both beginners and advanced users. So it's kind of a tie once again. But if you have to twist my arm in this Hostinger versus Bluehost comparison, Hostinger wins for clarity, while Bluehost gets a point in long-term scalability. So what I also want to talk about is their website builders. Yes, with both, you get a free website builder that you can use as much as you like. Both hosts lean heavily into WordPress AI now, but Hostinger also packs an entirely separate web building platform. Now, this builder includes AI-generated content, a super simple e-commerce setup, great looking designs, and a decent number of advanced features. In fact, I really like this builder and recommend it to anyone new to web design. Since it's included with your subscription, there's really no reason not to try it, but we also have AI WordPress builders that work very similarly. Hostinger and Bluehost ask you to describe what you want and then generate a design based on your input. But here's the surprise part. I like Bluehost's approach to this a little bit better than Hostinger's. I'm sorry, Hostinger, but this whole onboarding process, it's smoother, and I simply like Bluehost's designs a little bit more than Hostinger's. Both are great, don't get me wrong, but Hostinger does kind of pump out very same-ish feeling sites. And another thing in Bluehost's favor, the new chatbot Blue is a really interesting tool, even allowing you to modify your site by simply chatting with it. So Hostinger also has its own version of Blue called Cody, but I find it a bit more limiting than Blue. But hey, maybe it's just my cyber preference. All right, to sum up the Hostinger versus Bluehost review, website building part, if you want to use WordPress 100% of the time, Bluehost is going to be a better choice. If you want the ability to use WordPress or other builders interchangeably, go with Hostinger. All right, next up, with technology advancing so fast, how good is the current performance of the top providers? All right, first let's set the stage. For affordable shared hosting, Google recommends loading under 2.5 seconds. We're also looking for 99.99% uptime with, some margins for errors. And we want our subscription to handle at least 25 users browsing simultaneously. So I've run a bunch of tests and the results are... On clean WordPress installs, Hostinger loads faster on average, but both hover around the 1 second mark. After adding demo content, they remained under 2 seconds. That's good enough for SEO, user experience, and of course, conversions. For uptime, after a few months, Bluehost and Hostinger are basically the same. It's either 100% or close to it, with a few minutes of downtime. In fact, I can't remember any incident in the last 5 years where uptime would have been a serious problem. It once was crazy, but newer tech makes even cheap hosting actually good. And then we have a stress test. Basically, this tool creates 50 virtual users, sends them to my site test, browses for a while, and then reports back whether my site was accessible and how fast it loaded. As I mentioned, for shared hosting, 25 users are more than enough, but let's go all out and see what happens. Well, that was kind of expected. Both Bluehost and Hostinger handled all those visitors without any real problem while keeping response time relatively stable. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that these providers come with tools to optimize your performance, caching controls, free content delivery network, and Google PageSpeed Insights to monitor your loading times. However, Hostinger runs on Lightspeed optimized servers and comes with this specific plugin. It is a fantastic setup if you're a beginner. It lets you minimize your code, clean your files, and optimize images for free. So summing it all up, shared hosting no longer means weak hosting, and these are among the fastest providers on the market. If you want a good speed straight out of the box, get Bluehost. If you want to mess around and optimize your site, Hostinger will be a better choice. So Bluehost versus Hostinger isn't about which one is better, since I think I've proven that both are amazing shared hosting providers. It all comes down to which one fits you and your project's the best. Hostinger is probably ideal if you want speed, automation, and strong AI tools at a low cost. Bluehost is better if you value WordPress tradition, cPanel, and extensive guided learning. Either way you choose, just check the latest deals down below, compare features, and then just pick the host that makes building your site feel easy. All right, that's going to be it for today's comparison video. I really hope you enjoyed it. You could show that by clicking the like button or subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or simply just want to chat, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.